Did you know the Polar Express was originally based on a book called Secular Polar Express, which is written by Chris Van Allsburg, who typically does do children's picture books, but Secular Polar Express, in spite of the movie, is actually pretty different. So in Polar Express, the movie, it's a magical Christmas train that takes everyone to the North Pole to meet Santa. Whereas in Secular Polar Express, as many of you probably already know, it is a windowless Russian train that takes prisoner children to the gulags in Siberia. And it is not a dream. That's a big thing. Polar Express, it's a dream at the end. Secular Polar Express is a waking nightmare throughout the entire book. I don't want to give everything away. Do they die? Do they live? Secular Polar Express. Highly recommend.
Are any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment? I thought so.
He doesn't bring out hot chocolate. He just asks that question for nothing. It's to torture them.
Right. In the book, the warden says, "Does anyone need drink?" And all the kids yell, "Please!" And he goes, "Good."
Yeah, that's what I
now
thought.
sing. And he makes them all sing this exact song about hot chocolate, but there is no hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Also, it's not this exact song. The lyrics are similar, but instead of this upbeat tone, they go, hot chocolate. Hot chocolate is very capitalist, as is toilet paper and warm feet.
Here we've only got one rule. Never, ever let it cool.
Or speak bad about Stalin. There's two rules, actually. They do spray hot water on the children.
Yeah, there's hot water. They spray them in the eyes.
We got it.
And then later, the warden of the train brings out one actual cup of delicious hot chocolate and offers it to a boy and says, "It's okay, try the hot chocolate." And he says, "Really?" "Of course." Takes a sip of hot chocolate, and then the warden pulls out a revolver and blows his brain out in front of everyone, spilling the blood into the hot chocolate. So now in the movies, they just had their adventure at the North Pole. In the books, they've been working at the gulags
for many, many years.
Backbreaking labor.
Yeah.
They are adults now.
They are very skinny. Same weight. That hasn't changed, actually.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Lean is spelled with 4 letters. I believed I punched.
Right, so in the books, they're getting on a train to a either more difficult work camp or to be executed. And what's being punched on the cards is work or death.
Yeah. And this boy gets upset, so he gets shot immediately before they get on the train.
Immediately shot. Mm-hmm. He can't read, so he looks at it and says, "What is this?" And the warden shoots him again in the head.
Through the thing is like another punch.
It punches one more hole.
Yeah, through the thing.
It's actually, I wish they kept it in the movie. It's cinematic.
Yeah.
It's a cool shot.
Yeah.
The book, by the way, is written in Russian, which Chris Van Allsburg does not speak. So there are many confusing malapropisms and mistranslations.
Yeah.
It is a tough read, but you still know bad things are happening. He conveys that.
Yeah, he wanted it to be more authentic, but because of his lack of Russian, it was incredibly inauthentic and offensive.
Very offensive.
Yeah. At some parts, it's just what he thinks Russian looks like. He just makes up Russian...
Pages and pages describing their rancid smell.
Yeah,
he thinks Russians smell.
Really bad, yeah.
This is lead, like lead balloon.
I believe it also was pronounced lead, as in leader, ship. Lead the way.
In the book, it is lead.
Lead, yeah.
It's lead.
She has lead poisoning.
She has intense lead poisoning. They don't even bother giving her an assignment or death because she will not
won't make it through the train ride.
No.
They don't let her on the train either.
Well, they do, but as food.
Yeah.
They lead, and she understands. She's bought in. She's a true believer. So she goes to the butcher willingly.
It's a beautiful scene. Very touching.
It is.
Yeah. It's about helping your fellow brother.
Because they want to preserve the meat. They cut her up, and she recites Russian poetry while her limbs are being amputated. Again, didn't keep it in the movie. Did not include, even an homage to that. I mean, I guess the lead here is an homage, but...
lead, lead, yeah. It's subtle.
The Forsaken and the Abandoned.
In this scene, in the books...
Now, these.
It's not hanging toys, it's corpses.
Yeah, it's people. This is
of the children who did not survive the brutal train ride to the gulags.
Yeah.
It's a new concept the boss came up with. Instead of being thrown away, they're collected.
That's actually identical line.
Verbatim line.
Yeah, that's
new
a direct
system
quote.
the boss came up with. Instead of being thrown away, they're collected. There's a lot of implied cannibalism in Secular Polar
and
Express.
not implied. There's just a lot of
There's
cannibalism.
a lot of explicit cannibalism.
Makes me want to cry.
Still, just
This is a baby.
this is if you like this scene, you will love the book.
Yeah, there in the books there is one attractive woman. I mean, she's dead, but she is very attractive. Who the protagonist lingers on, and he's confused. I mean, the world is so bad and grisly that he's been reduced to oogling the corpse of a once beautiful young woman.
You are just like me, my friend.
So in the books there is one still alive person who says
You are
who's
just like
faking
me.
being dead. He says the same thing. He's been shot several times. He is dying, but he's still alive, trying to hide among the corpse.
He does turn him in immediately, though.
Yeah. He turns him in.
It's all a bunch of humbug.
Right there, he says, "Sir, there's a capitalist
Yeah.
still alive in the human remains cart, right under the strangely attractive dead woman who I'm calling Clara."
It's not a Russian name.
And there are no. His fantasy is about a European or
which
English woman.
which makes him suspicious. Looks suspicious.
And there's several scenes of him fantasizing and probably masturbating to Clara. But he never ejaculates because he needs the calories, and he knows if he were to splooge, then he would die of thirst. And that is where gooning came from. It's actually a Russian technique for conserving calories through semen retention. And that's been our comparison of Polar Express versus secular Polar Express.
Thanks for watching the Hopping Book Club. Bye.